The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. To immortality begins for most teams. We're underway for Wild Card Weekend. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Now running here with Jaden Blue. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
When you script that first 15, Kate, and that first play is a run play, you can't do it better than that.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Shotgun snap here to Milton. Has him on the quick hitter. On the move, past the 40. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. So they got 21 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
First down now, ball at the 33. Milton now. Makes the connection. This is Jaden Blue. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Well, you love when you can go from first down to first down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets the looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that. And it's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They have it 1st and goal, an early lead available here in the postseason. Line up the design keeper. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. He gets him 3. This brings up 2nd and goal. Here's a design run. He runs it across. Touchdown. The Cowboys take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. You're good on the point after. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is York to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35.
Ready up.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow. Cut.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Ready. Black 40. 6. Mega.
Back to throw. Here's Young. Pass is caught by the rookie out of UCF. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Down. Let's go.
Hubbard trying this up the gut. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Here we go. Set.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And let that pass rush get home.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Come on. Set. 50. Green. Red. Cycle. Ready?
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Check. Hurt.
He's got it on the bootleg. This is caught by Blue. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd down, looking for options. Caught by his back. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and then net some positive yards.
A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
70, 60.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. He's got a man left. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Come back, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here's Milton, 1st and 10. Throw secured by George Pickens. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Let's go.
Handoff running left. It's Blue. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. 1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. 7-0 is our score. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. Time for our 2nd quarter now. Let's see if the Cowboys can capitalize here in the red zone.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing now, Milton. He's got it. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Cowboy 80.
3rd down from the gun. And his perfect start is over. That's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Katie York now on for the field goal. This is a chip shot from the left hash. York knocks it through. And that will add to their score.
2 drives and both of them ending in points. You don't even mind. You only got a field goal there, Kate. They got to be ecstatic, exactly the way they wanted to start this one.
On now is York to kick this one away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. He's content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Down.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down. 1 play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Let's go now. Ready?
Here's Young on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. He's still going at the 30. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. To the house. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers start to fight back with their first points of this game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Here's Kavontae Turpin on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. He will work this one up to the 28. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Here's Milton. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
Now Milton to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Here we go.
Give on 2nd here to Blue. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
The offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. 3rd and short.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
Dragon 60.
Now they send them back in motion right.
Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down. He's got the 1st down grab. It's still going. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Chance to move the chains here. 3rd and 4.
Let's go now. Go.
Milton. Finds a man right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
1st down, Dallas.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call.
Go, Reed.
Shotgun snap and give to Blue. It's on the turf, falls out, he lost it. And the Panthers get to that one.
Well, that was such a nice run with great explosiveness and vision to get free. But you saw he was moving near the end of that kick. You almost felt like a little fatigue set in, and that created the opening. What do they say about fatigue? Make cowards out of all men. I'll tell you what fatigue does on a football field. You can lose the ball security in the ball just like...
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down.
Get it! 18 Cardinal. Hurt!
They'll start the drive with Blue. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet. Those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
It'll be 2nd and 7 on the other side. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More coming up from Bank of America Stadium. Stick around. Second down now, 7 to go. To throw, Milton. Hits him on the out route. Ooh, and that was close, but they're going to have to get this on 3rd down now. Lead us to the 27.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
It's going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on 3rd down. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
Ready.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Ready. 60 Bison. Ready.
On the give, it's Blue. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. Out left leg makes the grab. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys will add to their lead at the end of the half. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. York tacks on that extra point. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game.
17. Panthers 7. Cade York to kick off.
Now he's York to kick this one away. Israel Abanikanda on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Takeover's 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining.
Ready. 52 Blue. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Black. Ready.
Young working from a gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's in seconds. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Ready, set.
They've got 1st down here from the 36.
Come on, set. Black, 95. Red, yellow,
Here's Young to throw. Pass brought in by Tarola McMillan. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Blue, 32. Green Jack. Hut.
Looking to throw. Young. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And they're going to keep moving forward. Brock down inside the opposing 30. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Panthers first. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 45. White. Black Ultra. Ready.
Again, it's Young. That's to his back. Here's Rashawn White. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From 37 yards in the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Set, cut.
This drive will begin with Hubbard. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
60 red. 60 red. Hut.
Hubbard again. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Yellow. Ready?
On 3rd down, it's Young. He's got White, complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to bring up the Carolina 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Set.
Young looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. He's taken down at the 30. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Panthers first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. Having gained about a handful there. Darnell Savage brings that to an end.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
On second down, it's Hubbard. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out.
Come on, set, smash, red, 52 blue.
Throw here, third down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go, here we go. 19, target, go.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, up to the 30. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
First down, Cowboys.
Ready? Panthers, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
He gets the handoff. And he picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Back now, pressure coming. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. That one gains 7. And that'll be good for Dallas first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. He keeps this one himself. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. It keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
18, Panther, trying to be Lions. Ready?
Milton back to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's down to almost, nope, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. They get 23 on that one. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
Here we go, set.
It's a gain of 20.
Up the middle, Blue. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's go. 19 Cardinal, 8 Cougar, 19. 60 Bison, 60 Dragon, 60.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Hits his running back. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
And they just get the play off. Man, Thomas has it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. The Cowboys have it, hoping to close out a victory and advance another round. All set now, 1st and 10.
Ready?
Now it's Blue. for a gain of about 4. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now, Milton. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys now lead by 10. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. You're good on the point after. And the Cowboys drive their lead to 11. Now is York to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Claws, 10, 45, white, claws red. Set.
Young throwing here. Caught deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Cowboys scoop it up. They're able to take this fumble back inside the red zone.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Okay, break.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Come up, Cuddy.
They'll run this with Blue. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Gravity Lions. Ready, ready.
A 3rd down run with Blue. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Deputy! Viking 18, 79 Broncos. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Now Blue. Again, his number is called, and the defense read it once more. Shutting him down. That brings up 4th down.
No gain on the play.
Katie York now on for the field goal. They're going to mark this as a 24-yarder. Knocks it through, and that extends their lead to 14.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. Touchdown to field goals, not going to get it done anymore.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Hubbard gets it to start the drive. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard again. 7 yards on that pickup. And that's going to bring up the Carolina 1st down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
On the set.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Come on. Ready?
Now it's Young. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Panthers first down.
To the air on first down. Young. And he can't escape. He goes down. A flag go down with him. Let's see. Did somebody hold up front, or is this marker going to wipe away that great sack? A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10.
Green jet down. Red 38.
Out of the gun, Young. Short pass brought in. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
On the ball. On the ball.
Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Cowboys' 25-yard line.
Ready?
Shotgun snap now to Young. Taken in by Noah Fant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Ready.
From the red zone now. Puts it underneath, covered. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offense to the line fast.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Running with Hubbard out of the gun. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Ready, ready, ready.
Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. From the gun, a run for White. And he's in for the touchdown. The Panthers now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Panthers 20.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Okay, ready.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally, this defense has an answer.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
6.
Milton now. Finds him over the middle. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. All set to go now from the 35. On 1st down, it's Blue. Will be yard at most there, and it's 2nd down.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap here to Milton. Hits him on the out route. Rolling into enemy territory. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that'll be good for Dallas 1st down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Motion man left is Lamb. He gets it. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Go! 70, stand by Wolf.
Blue running to the right. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play.
Pass! Cougar 19! Ready!
Going with Blue here. He does not get to that line. He looked for a moment like he might get there, but nope, 4th down coming up.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now 1 second before they call delay a game, a timeout comes in. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. On comes Cade York, a lot riding on this kick. This from 48 on the left hash. York knocks it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That kick right there, Kate, it was a crucial one that really just caused their odds of winning this game to jump substantially. Now we've got a 2-score game. It really leaves no room for error for this opposing offense as they prepare to take the field.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. 50, green.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line. Back to throw. Here's Young. He's got Bellinger. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
One final shot here. Trying to push deep downfield. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete. But no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun theirs here. fighting their way to next week's divisional round games. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Charlotte.
You ain't never been a skate town. On a national, you know it go down.
Kilo Ali flow. Look, from the east side.